Hi, I wanted to take a couple of minutes today to talk about one way to find some classroom resources that support next generation science standards and have been vetted by some science teachers already. And so you can see that we are here at the National Science Teachers Association page, the NGSS at NSTA, and this is the place I'm recommending all science teachers in our district access the standards because they're already organized into instructional units and because there's so many different kinds of information and connections and resources that we can find for the standards through this page. And so as we scroll down, you can see here that all of the instructional units are organized by grade level at K5 and then by domain at middle school and high school, and each one of these boxes is hyperlinked so we can click into it, which we will do in just a moment. Depending on what grade level you teach, you're going to access content in just a little bit different way because of our district transition. So if you are a kindergarten through second grade teacher, here you're not going to pay as much attention to the grade level, but to the content. So you may be teaching things in different grade levels right now, and that's okay. So just look for the content that you're currently teaching here. In 3 through 5, with the one exception, these instructional units match your grade level. So please remember that Space Systems is going to stay a 4th grade unit, and Earth Systems is going to be a 5th grade unit. If you are teaching middle school, in our transition, physical science will be 6th grade, life science will be our 7th grade units, and eventually our 8th grade teachers will be picking up all of the earth and space science as soon as we've moved all the way into our transition. And if you're accessing this as a high school teacher right now, please just look for the content that's most relevant for you, and you may find that in a variety of different topic blocks. The first unit I would like to look at right now to show you these resources is 4th grade, Structure, Function, and Information Processing. So when we click on that, and the nice thing is, remember, all of these units are set up the same way, so we're going to see the same information. You can see the performance expectations for this unit, and then you can see the 3 dimensions. And again, all of these are linked. So if you need more information about what it means to develop a model to describe phenomena, you can click on that and go into the framework and get some more information. But today, that's not what we're doing. One of the questions I've gotten quite frequently is, sometimes people read performance expectations, myself included, and we just don't have a great sense about what that means in a real classroom with real 4th graders. Sometimes the phrasing of the performance expectations seems like it's more of a high school or a college level standard, and it's difficult to know, practically speaking, how to make that relevant and real in the classroom. And so one of the best ways to do that is then to look at classroom resources that are designed to meet that performance expectation and get a different picture of what that might look like. And to do that, in this particular unit, we're going to scroll down, and all of our units have resources and lesson plans. And some of these are full instructional units. Some of them are a series of lessons. Some of them are single lessons. The first one I want to show you today is this one, The Life of Environments. So we click on that. The first page that comes up is a summary of that instructional resource, and we're going to just click right into View this resource, and we open up in a new window. This one happens to be a full instructional unit, The Life of Environments, integrating science, language, and mathematics, and getting at all of those performance expectations. You can see that there's 7 different subunits that get at those big ideas. There's a summative assessment, and you can also see that there's a CC BY link on here, which means it's an open educational resource, and it's available for us to use. And the entire curriculum is here, so we could just scroll all the way through and find all of the content pieces and everything we would need to teach this unit. It's a great way to start to think about how to make those performance expectations meaningful in our classroom. I also want to show you that sometimes we have single lessons, and so I'm going to just back out of this, back to our page with all of the instructional units, and for this one, let's look at a middle school unit. We're going to come down to natural selection and adaptations. This will be a 7th grade instructional unit. Again, we click in, and again we see the performance expectations for that unit. We see the 3 dimensions with information about all 3 of those and how they connect together. And then we continue to scroll down to resources and lesson plans. And I wanted to show you this one, clipboards. So we're going to click on that. And again, it's going to take us to this summary page, and we're going to go right out to the resource. And this one is interesting because it is a variation of a very traditional activity that people have often done at a variety of grade levels with bird beaks, helping kids understand competition and getting at some of those ideas of natural selection and adaptation. This one is a variation because it looks at all of the beaks being the same, but different in size. And so it calls for different sizes of binder clips. You can see that. And then again, even though it's a single investigation, it gives you all of the information that you need to teach that investigation. And so we are going to go back out here. Oops. So for each of these instructional units, there are a variety of resources that have been pulled together. Some of them have more than others. The NSTA team is continuing to add to these resources, but they are a great way to help you start to picture how these performance expectations can become much more relevant in your classroom. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you again next time.